right, y'all. We back for another episode. Talk your ish, Rhashan, Uncensored Podcast. If you was watching the last episode, you saw that it was some kind of technical difficulties. So let me give y'all a quick little rundown. By the way, this is episode 4. Technically, it should be episode 3, part 2, but we gonna run that drawing back. But anyway, this is episode 4 of the podcast, and on the previous episode, we was sitting there talking. Conversation was getting good. Like, it was getting super good. We gonna have about like another 30 minutes of content. So we chopped it up, and some just told me look at the camera. I lean forward, and I don't see the red light blinking no more. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how we fuck that money up? So, what y'all got is what y'all got. So I apologize from that. But since then, life and I apologize that I couldn't get another episode out. But I did another live show. We did that in Philly. Shout out to Strange Love. Shout out to Keep It a Yard. Shout out to Seabear. Shout out to Kenny with the K. Shout out to Mac. We did that, John. I had a loved one pass. So that go. Life was life, and rest in peace. Charles. What else happened? I shot more content with Larry Lionel. I did another podcast with ABP. So it just was a lot of content being made in between then. So life was life, but we here now. But a lot of people was like, yo, like, so a mouse really ran on your face? Yeah, a mouse really ran on my face, yo. Like, it was a situation like, what you gonna do is already there. You gotta figure this out, whatever. But did I stay around for Shorty? No. That was a one-time joint. I seen her. I met her that night before, and we did what we did. Once the mouse met me, once I ran into Mickey or Mickey ran into me, I was out that joint. So, no, it was a one and done, and that was that. But what I want to touch on a little bit this episode, I want to talk about loving on your people while they're here. It's a lot of stuff going on in 2024. This is the last couple of weeks of 2024. Like, 2025 was here. But I say it to say, love on your folks while you're here, bro. Because once they gone, they is gone. Ain't no coming back. There ain't no reset button. You can't spin the block. You can't run that back turbo. You can't do none of that. Try not to be on bad terms with people if you don't have to. Like, even if y'all don't agree. Say for instance, even though y'all don't agree. Y'all could compromise, y'all could agree to disagree. But if a person ain't taking your money, they ain't playing with your kids in no type of way, they not being disrespectful or trying to get at your spouse or nothing like that, a lot of stuff can be fixed. A lot of stuff could be corrected. But we so headstrong in the community, we stand on business. F that. Like, they know what they did, such and such. Like, I hear you. I really do hear you. And a lot of times it do be about the principle. But you ever let a whole bunch of time go past, let's say about 3 to 5 years, you don't have a run-in with a person, you ain't no conversations, you ain't seen them since whenever. You tend to forget what y'all was even arguing about. And that could have been your ace, boom, boom, your road dog, like your day one, whatever. And you forget what you be talking about, or you forget what you be mad about. You like, so why was you mad again? That's usually how that can go. But sometimes you remember, like, oh, I know what you did. You stole my last $40. You told Sheila my refrigerator wasn't working. Like, you told her my shit didn't get cold. Like, you know how that go. But a lot of times you don't remember what really be happening in full detail. And it be something small. Something so small, and people be so headstrong, and they put the pride in front of them, and it's just like, what are we doing? Like, you don't always have to be right. And I learned that as I got older. Like, you don't always have to be right. A lot of times I'll be right and I don't want to be right. A lot of times I want to be wrong. Like, I legitimately be wanting to be wrong, but I be proven right so many times. It's like, all right, I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I'll be right. And sometimes people just ain't right for you, and you gotta know how to navigate those waters of that though too. And you gotta know who to cut off, who to keep on, and who to progress with, and who to fall back from. Like, I'm dealing with that on a personal level. I'm dealing with that on a business level. I'm dealing with that every day. But I don't have to gang war with nobody. I don't have to call you out your name. I don't have to do none of that nonsense. Now I'm just learning how to wipe my hands with you and just keep it moving, because if it don't matter 5 weeks from now, 5 months from now, 5 years from now, is it really that deep? Is it really that deep? So, yeah, we're moving on. But since we're going in 2025, I be wanting to know, like, what's y'all goals? What's y'all what's your short-term goals? What's your long-term goals? Some people will be like, oh, I wanna what's it called? I want to lose weight. I want to get a better job. I want to move. I feel like that's such cliche. Like, that's so stereotypical. That's the shit that you hear every year. Nobody never really say, oh, I want to get in therapy. I want to improve my mental health. Some people say, oh, they want to move, but they don't be doing no kind of actions that want to move for. I just feel like 2025 should be the year you stop playing with yourself. No pun intended. No diddy. Not on duty. What you doing behind your closed doors is your business. But what I mean by playing with yourself is stop playing with your potential. Stop playing with stop playing with your life. Stop playing with what you're here to do. If you want to be a phlebotomist, go to school and take up that course, whatever. If you want to be a lawyer, go study the drawing, and you can pass the bar. Like, don't just be at the bar at happy hour throwing shots back and just woulda, coulda, shoulda. Oh, you look at the ICDC commercial on TV, and then you like, oh, that could have been me. Like, oh, like, really invest in yourself, yo. Like, if you say you want to live this life, go for it. It's not gonna come easy. It's not gonna come on a silver platter. You want to get out the mud. You want to get dirty with this. If this is what you say you really want to do, because people would they would talk a good game, and then they'll cry wolf for nobody help them. Like, nigga, ain't nobody gonna help you. Like, your dream is your dream. That's why God gave it to you. So how bad do you really want it? Go get that shit, yo. Go get it. Nobody's stopping you but you. So I don't want to hear it. Like, I really put a whole year into myself, invested in myself a whole year. I didn't go on no plane like I normally do. I didn't take no road trips. I went to a family vacation to the Poconos. And that's like an hour and a half drive from the crib. But outside of that, I didn't do nothing. Like, all my extra free little money, I reinvested into the business. I had to learn how to rebrand myself. I dumped all this money into shows, equipment, merch. My merch ain't really sell the way I thought it was going to sell, but it's like, you live and you learn. So now I know what to do moving forward. But it's just like, there's no real school for this. Maybe it is, or maybe I just ain't run across it. But there's nobody really giving you the game like you're supposed to. So you gotta figure it out on your own. And it's like, I'm just figuring it out on my own. Like, I gotta pay for my own education, and that's cool. But I appreciate it so much more now than I did before. But it's just like, all the investments I made, they paying out, and it's like, damn. I really took this whole brand seriously once I started putting my own money up. It's like, people look at you totally different when you put your own money up. It's like, when I say put up or shut the fuck up. Because you're not going to play with your money. So you can't let people play with your money. Like, it's never been that. Like, I'm a penny pincher. I don't care to be called cheap. I don't care to be called frugal. None of that. I don't play about my money. I need to know where every dime is going, every penny, every nickel, every quarter, every dub. I need to know where everything going. So once you get serious about your money and your business, everything come full circle. Like, you got to know what we doing this quarter. How much is this inventory? How much do it take to make this? Or if I shoot this product, if I shoot this content, what's my return on that? What's the turnaround time I get it back and I can put it out to the people? Like, is this gonna get however many views? Is this in the best resolution? Is this 4K? Is this 1080p on this camera? Like, is Nikon? Is this a mirrorless camera? It's just like, these are conversations that I'm in the spaces I'm in. It's just like, yo, had I not put that time in, I'd have never known none of that. I'd have been playing catch up, and that's corny. So it's just like, I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. If that's the case, I'm in the wrong room, and I need to go find another room ASAP. I want to be surrounded by the best. I want to be. If I'm not going to be the best, I need to surround myself with the best and be in line with the best and be the best version I can be of myself. I'm not trying to be nobody. I'm trying to be me. I'm going to be me, and y'all gonna relate to it. If not, it is what it is. But no harm, no foul. But I can honestly say when I'm dead and gone, I did it my way. I did it my way, and it's paying off, man. But the third show I just did, Keep It a Yard, and the Ish Talkers. Strange Love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was a time. It was pandemonium. And that wasn't, I'm gonna keep it real, that wasn't normally the kind of, size-wise, that wasn't the kind of space that I would use for the kind of live shows that I do. But it was packing that joint. It was like sardines. But the people showed love. I ain't gonna hold you, it was nice aesthetics and all that. I would do something a little bit bigger, pause, not on duty. But it was a good joint. I learned a lot of lessons. The footage should be out. Hopefully I can get this episode out ASAP. But the plan is to have this episode drop right before the footage come out on YouTube for the pop-up live. That's what it's called, the pop-up live. But it was a good drawing. The hookah was hookahing for people. The liquor was liquoring. The conversation was conversation. I thought a fight was gonna break out. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought a fight was really gonna break out at one point, but I'm glad that it didn't. I took a lot of notes from the drawing. I sat and watched the footage last night, and I was like, okay, I gotta correct this. I gotta correct that. Just taking mental notes. But I'm a person, I study the game. Like, I'm really a student of the game. And it's like, if you can't be, what's the word for it? If you can't be teachable, this ain't the right joint for you. Like, I'm all for critical thinking. I'm all for criticizing, healthy criticism. I'm all for that. Because if people don't tell me what's wrong, I'm gonna be walking around thinking I'm the shit, and the whole time my product was like shit. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, the last episode for Uncensored Podcast, I wasn't feeling I wasn't feeling how it looked. I wasn't feeling how it would sound. Even my dog, Ish from Isha Heard Out Podcast, she's like, yo, listen, I can help you fix your sound. Like we be having these conversations. Like, I like being around people that can hold me accountable and teach me something. Like, yo, like, yeah, teach me something right now. I drop whatever I'm doing. Teach me. I'll fix this shit, whatever. So she like, yeah, you do this, you do that, and boom, that's your job gonna come out like butter. All right, cool. Let's fix this now. So that's why I ain't finished promoting it or throw up another reel. Just like, it was already messed up from the start, from the camera messing up. So it's like, we'll just run it back. But I said to say, you don't let it stop you. Just keep going. Keep going. Like, it's going to be fuck ups. We live in a world where people think everything is perfect, and it's not. It's never going to be perfect. So why give it to you like I got it all together? The fuck I don't. I'm learning as I go. Like, I gotta figure it out. I'm too invested. I done put money out there. I done put time out there. Like, as y'all see, the room I'm in, I don't even got the swing that I used to be in no more. Like, I had to grow up. And I love being in the swing, whatever. But it's just like it separated me from the rest. But it's just like, yo, if you really gonna take this seriously, like, that swing could interrupt your audio. It's like it causes a lot of problems. So it's just like, you got to mature, you got to evolve, and that's what we doing. So this week, what we got coming up? I got a shoot with Larry and Lionel. I got to do an episode with them. I still got to watch the footage from Late Night Love. It was the Love Show. The pilot for Larry and Lionel. We did that joint. That was a good joint. ABP podcast, that joint supposed to come out. The YouTube footage of the pop-up live. It's a lot of content coming out. I got another, what we got? We got another new show, or I'm gonna say content. We got a new venture coming out. Me and Fat Bull, C-Bear of Keep It a Yard. That's gonna be a good joint. I don't even want to spoil that, but we gotta shoot the pilot for that. But I can say I'm blessed, man. It just, we working, and I probably prayed for to be busy like this, and we busy. All right, we got a lot going on. Shoot, February 22nd, 2025 is the beginning of the Talkiest Rhashan and Friends tour. That's gonna be a good joint. I don't really want to promote it too much right now, but all I'm gonna say is, if you was into the 90s, if you was a 90s baby, or if you like that aesthetics of the 90s, that's the show you gonna want to be at. Trust me when I tell you, that's gonna be the joint you need to be at. It's gonna be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I'm gonna have high class visionaries out there. I'm gonna have the talkers there. We're gonna have comedy there. We're gonna have music there. Like, that's gonna be the joint you gotta put that shit on and really embrace that time. Like, we going back into time. Like, way back in the time. And the time is set for the 90s, man. And I'm gonna perform my ass off that night. I can't wait to do that show. God, I can't wait to do that show, yo. But yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy this, short little episode. But I ain't want to leave y'all hanging like, yo, he ain't doing no more episodes. Like, no, I'm doing it. It's just, I'm just trying to upgrade a lot of stuff all at one time, and I'm working on the team. So, I can only do but so much. But when you try to Tyler Perry this situation, when you write, produce, direct the whole vibe, it's a lot. It's a lot. But I ain't crying over spilled milk. That's what I want to do. If y'all got any suggestions, y'all want to be on the show, email me, DM me, text me, call me, whatever. We can set something up. I'll pull up on you, and you can figure it out. But I appreciate y'all. So tune in for the next joint. Tune in for all the new episodes that's coming out, or the new content that's coming out on YouTube. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.